All right, this part of the podcast is brought to you by PrizePicks. Download PrizePicks right now, use code BACKYARD, and you get $50 on us when you place your first $5 lineup. But we spoke a little bit about the playoffs going on right now, and right now, Game 5 just happened. The Pacers are down 3-2.
Oh,
OKC put. They
I
won
thought the Pacers
back-to-back.
gonna win last night. Every time they hang around, I'm like, they gonna win.
That's exactly what their whole playoff series or playoff run has been. Is like you can't just get rid of them.
Yeah, shout out both teams. Y'all putting on a show. You go ahead. What were you gonna say?
I was just gonna say it's 3-2 right now. So the next game's back in Indiana in a couple days, and it's like win or go home now for Indiana. But for like OKC, it's like you're right there. So I guess just like where you as a basketball player and as a basketball fan, like where do you see this series going?
This is where I think coaching really matters, because the series is kind of like a toss up. Anything can happen. I think even the fans watching know that like Indiana ain't just beat when everybody thought Indiana was gonna get swept, and I think that's like a product of the league really evolving. Like right now, right in front of us, the league is evolving in a space to where just 2-3 years ago, all the best players and the top stars and the faces of the game were in the finals every year. Like they made sure, it wasn't but it just so happened that all the best players and the best teams were in the finals and in the last 4 teams. Now when you look at the teams, like it's really showing that you need to prioritize your youth and your draft and developing these players, because all those players like are a product of doing it the right way, developing them, meshing well, finding complementary pieces for your foundational pieces around the team. And you're letting this all develop, and you're just watering that plant every year. And that's just what we're seeing now. And I think the league has to take note on that and continue to develop players and continue to keep adding to what you already have versus make a trade here for this star and be crippled for 2 years after. It's just, I don't know if it's worth it. So
yeah, I think everyone thought the Pacers were going into the series, like the Pacers were like the heavy underdog, because I think that like yes, they have Tyrese Haliburton, yes, they have like Pascal Siakam, Miles Turner, like all these guys, but they didn't have the SGA, the Jalen Williams.
but he's even on a great team.
For sure, he is. But you just like look at the Pacers, and it's like, yes, you can. There's this whole argument going on. It's like who's a superstar, who's not. But like they didn't have that main showstopper that everyone tunes in, the MVP of the league, the top 5. Like they didn't have that. So I think the Pacers are really showing what the league is going to, where it's like one night Obi Toppin might get the job.
Shout out Obi.
One night. Like Drew might get Nace, like all these guys can get the job done for you as a collective, and we haven't seen that in the finals. I feel like in a while, they don't have that one guy that's like showing up. It's like SGA is going to get you 30, Jalen Williams might come out and get you 40. Like they don't have that, and it's just a collective group that's doing.
I'm actually looking for 2 things though when we watch the next game. I'm thinking of like, I hope Halliburton's healthy, right? But if he's not, it's the final. Like he's gonna play, right? Like gotta
play, yeah.
But if he can't, remember we'd be like, Memphis is better without John Morant. OKC's better without Shai. Like when they would put on those displays throughout the season. Like what if Indiana beats them because of that change of scenery of no Haliburton? Not saying like we don't want him to play, but I'm saying that change could be what they need.
Yeah.
To where, I don't know if you start TJ McConnell or you go a complete different route where it's just like we're all on go. Even Mathurin, like start him, and then you just like Nembhard make the play, get us past half court because they pressure us. Then it's like go, attack off closeouts all game. Because you don't know who that player is versus like Haliburton, he's anticipating the pass. He's anticipating a little sliver in the pick and roll just so he can make something happen. And it's like all these other dudes are like break down their defender, attack off. It's their game. So I don't know if the loss of him would.
Yeah, it's interesting too because when Halliburton's playing, you could tell like how the Pacers want to get into their like offense or their flow in the half court is like a high pick and roll or a pick and roll where Haliburton's coming off. He's able to like make a read and go.
he's manipulating it.
But then like Mathurin, he's really the only Pacers. Yeah, like he's kind of like the guy on the team that's for me where I look at it. He's an ISO guy. Like he's the only guy on the team that's like you can get the rock, and if there is nothing, like he can make something. And I don't really see that. Like Halliburton's like not that guy. He's going to come off, facilitate, do all that. So like Mathurin just gives him a completely different look. Then you're right. Like TJ McConnell came in last night
and killed.
Yeah, I think he had 12 points in the third, and they said like that's the most he's ever had in a quarter ever. Like that was like,
dude,
he changed the whole game.
The way he was getting to that fade, he's like he's getting to it. It lets you know like size in the league is still overrated because everybody's long, lanky, can do all these things, shoot, and jump, and go. But there's still room for some short dogs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So shout out to all my dogs out there.
So going into next game, 3-2 OKC's up, and the Pacers
at
home.
At Indiana.
Who you got?
I mean, it all dictates if Haliburton's healthy, because obviously he didn't perform the way he wanted to perform last game and looked like he was really bothered. But if he's not, if he shakes back and he's good, I like it going down to the wire. I don't think I could say anybody's gonna win.
Yeah,
I just can't because I know anything can happen.
I think Indiana. I'm thinking this and I'm hoping this, but I think Indiana wins Game 6, and
be great for the NBA.
Yeah, especially too with the NBA because there is no like it's not that star-studded finals. But as a basketball fan, like the finals has not really disappointed at all. Like it's been like good basketball. Like granted, last night kind of got out of hand, but like it's been good basketball. Like we've had a buzzer beater win. Like it's been good basketball, but the viewership and everything's down. So I think that a Game 7 would be just a good for the NBA.
I gotta say this too. If Indiana wins Game 6 and then OKC goes back home for Game 7, and they win, and Shai wins and wins
MVP,
Finals MVP and all that, like you really got to give him credit, man, because I feel like it sounded like I was hating on him a little bit when really I was just so in awe of what Jokic does that when you only have Shai to watch and you can't flip the channel and watch Jokic on the next channel or watch Wemby the next channel and you see all these other unicorns around the league, it kind of takes away from how good he is. So I want to put that out there. Like he's doing some special things, and it could be one of the most fairy tale runs ever.
For sure.
To where like you can predict what the best ending could be, and they found a way to go through all these bumps and bruises, and you look up, they have the best ending right there.
For sure.
It goes to Game 7. They beat all these teams to get there. And it's like Minnesota was a real grind out series that they had to win, and like I said, that prepared them for whatever came after that. And shout out to Shai. Shout out to the MVP of our league, man. Well deserved.
I mean, two things off that. Like you say, like it may sound like you were like disrespecting or whatever, but I don't think you were. And two, bro, you called early in the year. You were like, if the Brooklyn Nets don't win the NBA championship, it's OKC.
Sure.
And that was when OKC was still like the number one team in the league, and it was but like you called that forever ago, and it's like there was a lot of question marks, like, oh, they're too young, they don't have the experience, this and that, and like they're here.
When you watch the team, when you watch the way the league has been, we don't realize it's evolving right in front of us. Like we didn't want we couldn't see OKC doing it because of you got KD right here with. You got LeBron, there's no way this team, but then you look up, this team been kicking everybody's ass the last 2 years.
For sure.
Just mopping the league, like first place all year.
All right, so based off that, I'm going to have to rock with the over on TJ, the over on Naismith, and I feel like you just got to rock the over with SGA. So that's who I'm riding my lineups for the next two games.